Empowering by providing like company. In a year that's been far from normal, for many, mental health is strained.
I hope that they see some of themselves in the women who tell their stories, and that they see some of their suffering so that they realize that I may need help too.
For many Black women, that strain is often constant but rarely talked about until now. A St. Louis filmmaker is sharing stories of struggle and breakthroughs, all inspired by her own battle with depression.
I've always heard that you were very fond of the wood.
Stigmas and stereotypes.
There's this expectation for Black women to be strong all the time.
Versus a dark reality.
I would call suicide hotlines. And it wasn't that I wanted to kill myself, but I just wanted to stop hurting.
The truth comes to light in this documentary called Black Girl Blue.
It's a testimony of the experiences of Black women like myself as we walk through life.
The film was written by Hilario. She grew up in Florissant and developed a passion for documenting life's moments early.
One of my outlets was using a family camcorder to make films with my sister and her friends, to record myself singing and dancing.
The inspiration for Cherie's latest work started with her own battle.
My uncle was my refuge. He was the one person I could talk to about anything and everything.
Her favorite uncle passed away in 2016. She says he'd struggled with his mental health all his life, but it was never talked about.
I didn't realize it until I was an adult that he probably left his home maybe 5 times. I can count on my hand. He dealt with social anxiety and some other things.
After his death, Cherie says she just tried to keep moving and suppress the sadness.
About a year and a half later, I found myself really depressed.
She leaned on friends, or at least tried to, and was met with a reaction no one struggling with their mental health should hear.
You're ungrateful for being depressed. You don't have a reason to be depressed. It's not that bad.
So she sought professional help from a therapist, then started her mission to give Black women the space to talk about how they feel.
It's okay to seek healing and help for whatever you might be going through, and that your story matters, your pain matters, and your healing is important.
Black Girl Blue was filmed last fall. In it, 5 women intimately open up about their struggles with their mental health.
You are a woman of color. You have to be strong. You're independent. Nothing phases you, and that is like far from the truth.
I honestly wanted to commit homicide against my parents. A situation happened where I felt I was abused. That was the final straw.
Cherie's hope is that people will see her film, hear the stories, and know they're not alone, and how to get help.
Once you get beyond the shame and the fear, life is better.
Cherie's call to action goes beyond the documentary. She's also started the Black Girl Blue Mental Health Fund. It's an initiative to offer free therapy sessions to Black women in the St. Louis area. Since July, she's helped 6 women. Her hope is to help thousands more. If you'd like to help and give, we have a link inside this story on the KMOV News app.